Trying to look confident is exactly why you feel so socially awkward. You spend so much time rehearsing conversation topics, obsessing over where to stand, and monitoring your exact posture. And yet, the second someone makes eye contact, your chest tightens and your mind goes blank. You probably think that you need more social techniques, better body language practice, or clever conversation starters. That's actually completely backwards. Adding more social tactics when you're already anxious is like building a 3-story house on Quicksand. Today, we'll be breaking down a 5-step blueprint to build true core confidence by removing your inner friction, including why traditional exposure therapy might actually be making your anxiety worse. The first tip is to stop trapping yourself in scripts. When people try to become better at socializing, their first instinct is to memorize scripted openers. It's like wearing inflatable arm floaties into the deep end of a pool. You feel safe, but you never really learn how to swim. No matter how many times you repeat dialogue in your head, the second a conversation goes somewhere unexpected, you'll freeze because you were following a script. And using scripts signals your mind that you're inadequate. Here's what you need to do. The next time you catch yourself scripting, just stop. Instead, enter your next interaction using a simple, direct observation about the room. Tip number 2 is to take down your battlefield bias. Most people walk into a social environment viewing it as a war zone, where it's you versus everyone else waiting to judge you. This hostile mindset makes your nervous system fires off a fight or flight response. You either try to dominate conversations with forced energy or retreat into the shadows. Instead, you need to shift to a collaborative frame. Recognize that others are looking for connection, not judgment. Your action step is to remind yourself that everyone's already on your team before you enter a social environment. Tip number 3 is to stop slamming on the brakes while driving. Have you ever noticed how, when presenting, for example, you spend half your energy trying to make your voice sound artificially loud or holding yourself still? Most of us control our outer image and hide our true self. Self-help gurus will tell you to constantly fight this self-sabotage. However, fighting yourself is ineffective, like pressing the accelerator with your right foot while slamming the brake with your left. Instead, the next time you find yourself using force or monitoring your actions, ask yourself why you're resisting your natural flow. Tip number 4 is to understand how true change works. Traditional self-help uses progressive desensitization, forcing yourself into scary situations until you go numb. When you take a freezing 3-minute cold shower, your default reflex is to clench your jaw, tense your neck, and mentally escape to a happy place. But numbing yourself simply stuffs the anxiety down and keeps your internal resistance alive. The genuine formula for transformation is action, trigger, release, repeat. When you see someone you want to speak with across a coffee shop and your pulse spikes to 110 beats per minute, don't tense up and try to fight it. Stay present with the physical charge in your chest and consciously relax your muscles around it. Instead of freezing up and ignoring that cold shower, embrace it and feel the fear, and tell yourself you're still alive. The next time you feel anxiety, immerse yourself into the feeling and breathe it in until the tension naturally subsides. Tip number 5 is the one thing you must do before you try to change: install your antivirus. Most people attempt to fix their insecurities by downloading new software, reading 12 communication books, buying body language programs, or testing productivity routines. Imagine installing high-end $500 video editing software on a computer that has a deeply rooted virus on its hard drive. The software will crash every single time. Your internal operating system runs on your core identity. If you secretly view yourself as the underdog who must always struggle, or the invisible spectator who never belongs, your brain will destroy your social progress to keep up that identity. Real transformation requires deleting the limiting identity instead of adding more tactics. You need to write down that fictional archetype you subconsciously act out, such as the martyr, the underdog, or the sidekick, and list 3 specific ways that role limits your decisions. Core confidence is not built by piling on routines, tactics, and forced enthusiasm. It's the natural baseline that remains once you strip away the fear, the scripts, and the need for outside approval. You were not born stifled. You were instead conditioned to hide. Take your foot off the brake, drop the front, and step into the room as you are. What is one social situation that triggers your fight or flight response? Leave your answer in the comments below and subscribe if you want more evidence-based breakdowns.